lie down, lie down, lie down, lie down, lie down. Hi everyone, welcome to Fit by Kellie, Yoga Fit. I'm Kellie and this is Maxwell. Today's class is a 40-minute intermediate power flow practice. This is number 3 in the series, Better Than Espresso. Come to sit on your mat and we'll get started right away. Downward facing dog. There you are. Get comfortable in a seated position and cross your legs the non-comfortable or automatic way. Sit up tall, reach your arms up and stretch overhead. So we'll begin class with a bit of breath work. Inhale and reach up, and then reach the arms down to your sides. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, extend the arms down to the sides and tap the floor with your fingers. I'm going to turn my music on. Inhale and reach up again. Exhale, arms down to the sides. And inhale and reach up and stretch overhead. Exhale, turn your body to one side. Put your hand on the outside of your leg and look over your shoulder as you exhale. Then inhale and reach up. So as you breathe in, feel the rise of the body, fill the lungs, and then exhale and turn and look over your shoulder. Press your fingertips into the ground. Inhale and reach up and stretch overhead. Exhale, turn again, warming up the spine, the trunk. Inhale, the shoulders, the hips. Exhale. Inhale and reach up. Now let's lean over to the side. Put your hand on the floor and reach up and over the ear, the head, reaching the arms straight. Palm facing down, look up towards your ceiling. Inhale, reach both arms up and then place the hand on the floor on this side. Lean over, palm facing down, draw your elbow in, look up towards your ceiling. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, bring the hands behind the back and reach behind and clasp your fingers. You can't see my hands, but my palms are together and I'm reaching my knuckles towards the floor. And then reach the arms away from the back to get a little more of a stretch in the chest right there. Inhale. And then exhale. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. And then exhale. Now release your hands and let's lie down on the mat. We're going to start off with some core warm-up, core strengthening moves with the addition of bringing your focus to your TVA muscles, the transverse abdominis muscles. So on the mat with your head flat on the floor, pick your shoulders up and set your shoulders down. Relax the shoulders. Extend the legs out straight. Reach your arms overhead and stretch from one end to the other, from your fingertips to your heels, flexing your feet. Now sweep the arms to your sides. Put your palms on the floor and place your feet flat on the floor. Press your fingers, both hands, on the hip points right there. So, and then move your fingers in just like an inch to where you feel the fleshy part on the inside of the hips. Then I want you to contract your abs below the navel and feel the transverse abdominal muscles engage right there. That's what that is, better known as the TVA muscles. Now relax. Now do that again. Contract, feel the TVA muscles engage, and then relax. And now do that again. Contract, feel the TVA muscles. Now lift up the right foot and set it down and relax the abs. Contract again, feel the contraction of the muscles, then lift up the left foot and set it down and relax. Contract, lift up the right leg, set it down, left leg, set it down, and then relax. Don't hold your breath. Contract the muscles, breathe in. Lift up the right leg exhale, left leg, inhale, exhale, and then relax. Now bring both feet off the floor. When you do that, you'll feel the muscles contract automatically just because of having to pull your legs up. But I want you to contract the abs again, or contract below the navel, and tap the right foot, lift it up, and then the left foot, lift it up, and then relax the muscles. And you can flex your feet right here. Contract again, tap the right foot, lift up, tap the left leg, lift up. One more time, don't hold your breath. And then set both feet on the floor. Now we're gonna lift up the hips off the ground. So fingertips right there, TVA muscles right on that fleshy part on the inside of your hip point. Contract, there's your muscles. Lower abdominal muscles. Then kind of tilt your tailbone, then lift up your hips off the floor and hold. Continue pressing just right there lightly and contract right there. Feel the muscles as you hold the squeeze of the glutes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Now hold. Lift up your right foot. Set it down. Contract the abs. Contract below the navel. Lift up the left foot. Set it down. Do that again. Right foot and set it down. Walking the legs. Left leg, set it down. Keep the contraction. Keep breathing. Do 8 more. Set it down. 7 and set it down lightly. 6. Press. 5. Press the feet down as you land the foot on the floor. 4. Squeezing the glutes. Contraction of the lower abdominals. 2. And then 1 more. Nicely done. Lower the hips down to the ground. Lower back on the floor. And then cross your ankles and let's roll up to a table position. So spread your fingers, separate your knees, and then lower your belly towards the ground and look forward. Inhale. And then exhale, round your back up. Inhale. Look forward. Exhale, round your back. Inhale. And then exhale. Now hold right here. Not using your hands to palpate or to feel that muscle contraction. I want you to contract below the navel again. Lift up your knees and hover the knees off the floor and then set them down. Let's do that again. So press your fingertips into the floor, contract your abs, and then lift up right there. Notice how much more strength you have when you contract the lower abdominal muscles. Set your knees down. Let's do that again. Press into the hands, abs contracted below the navel, that same muscle, the TVA muscle. Lift up your knees right there, and then set it down. One more time. Press your fingers down, palms down into the ground. Lift up the knees right there, hover. Inhale. Exhale, set the knees down. And let's come into child's pose. Bring your big toes together just for a breath. Reach the arms forward, come up onto the fingertips, palms off the ground. Now lift up again into table position. Similar move, abs contracted. Tuck your toes under, get your toes tucked under right there. Lift up your knees, abs contracted. Now lift up the right leg and extend it back straight. Bring it in, set your knees down. The other side, abs contracted below the navel, right there. Lift up your knees, left leg goes out straight. Set your knee down and lower your knees. Let's do it again. Lift the knees, right leg, knees on the ground. One more time on the other side. Lift up your knees, left leg straight, knees down, and set Come into child's pose. Big toes coming together, reach the arms. As we did before, set your forehead down and press your fingertips down into the ground. Cup the hands so palms are up. And you want to reach your inner arms down, but then move the shoulders away from the ears. Come up onto your hands and your knees. Reach the right arm, the left leg. Couple of bird dog, elbow to knee touch. So touch the elbow to your knee like that, and then reach the arm and reach the leg. Now you can also touch the hand to the thigh. That's a little easier. Reach. Touch the elbow if you can, and then reach. And I'm pressing the top of my right foot into the floor. Touch, and then reach. One more time. Touch, and reach, and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Set your hand down and knee down. Let's change sides. Left arm and right leg. Spread your fingers. Abs in, so right there, below the navel. Elbow touches knee, and then reach. You can also tuck your toes under of that left foot or put the top of the foot down. Either way, you're pressing down into the ground. Press your fingers down. Touch your elbow to your knee. Reach. Bring it in and reach. Touch. Again, you can touch the hand to the thigh. Arm straight, leg straight. Arm comes beside the ear. And set your knee down. Nicely done. Child's pose for a moment. Come up again. And let's do right side, right arm, left leg. Abs contracted. Touch your elbow to your knee. Reach. Now hold. Reach the right arm to the right, left leg to the left, and then center and touch it again. Elbow to knee. Reach. So adding a little more movement to bird dog, reaching laterally with the limbs. Knee to elbow, and set your hand and knee down. Change sides. Left arm, right leg, elbow to knee. Touch. Do that 2 times. Get your balance. Remember, press your fingers down. Spread your fingers. Now hold. Reach limb side, center, elbow to knee. Reach, side, center. Try to get your bicep up beside your ear. Then reach side, center, elbow to knee. Reach, side, center. One more time. Reach, side, center. Nicely done. Tuck your toes. Lift up your knees. Downward facing dog. Step forward to the front of your mat. Separate your feet, but parallel the feet. Fold all the way over. Reach for your elbows and sway side to side. Right there. One side to the other. And now release the elbows, hands to the shins, lengthen and look forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale and stand tall. Reach all the way up and stretch overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Shoulders back. Coming into Utkatasana, our chair pose. I call this Uber Utkatasana. So reach the arms to your sides right there. So reaching back, turn your palms up. And you can have a nice natural arch in your spine, but sink your hips back. I want your knees over more of the top of your feet. Now reach the arms up and stand up and give your legs a break. Do that again. Uber Utkatasana. Arms go back, palms facing up, weight in your heels. Inhale and reach up. Do it again. Reach the arms, lower down, and you can separate your knees right here, guys. Inhale and reach up. Exhale. This time, reach the arms forward, stay in chair pose, keep your legs apart. Lift up the right heel, set it down. Left heel, set it down, and stand up. Let's do that again. Lining up the quads, the glutes, but bring the weight back into your heels. Reach the arms back, Uber Utkatasana. Inhale, reach. Lift the right heel up, set it down. Left heel, set it down, and stand up. Release. Or relax the legs. Let's do it again. Uber Utkatasana. Reach forward, reach back, palms facing back. Legs are apart. Now lift up about halfway. Lift the right heel, right foot off the ground. Reach your arms, reach the leg back. Stretch, bring it in. Set your foot down and stand up. Let's do the other side. Utkatasana. Bring the arms down to the behind you. Lift up the left heel. Lift up halfway. Lift the left foot up the ground. Extend the leg back. As far as you can, bring it in. We're practicing warming up for half moon. Inhale, stand up. Now let's do that one more time. Practice. Inhale, chair pose. Arms go back, palms facing rear. Lift up about halfway right there. Lift the right heel. Pick that right foot up. Balance. Right leg goes back. Reach, stretch, stretch, stretch. Bring it in and set your foot down and stand up. How'd you do? I got a little wobbly there. Let's do it again. Practice. Chair pose. Reach the arms to the sides, palms facing rear. Lift the left heel, lift up about halfway. Lift that left foot, extend the leg back, press into your toes, reach that leg as far back as you can, and then bring it in. Set your foot down and stand up. Nicely done. Now we're going to add a little more to that. Make sure your feet are separated or your legs are separated. Chair pose. Reach the arms back right there. Here's your Uber chair pose, Uber Utkatasana. Then lift up your right leg, or right heel first. Then place your left hand on the floor, right there. And then you're gonna keep your right knee bent and extend it back straight. And then turn your toes out to the side, reaching the right arm up. Straightening the legs as much as you can for half moon pose. Bend your knees both at the same time, coming into chair pose and stand up. And there you go. Let's do the other side. Chair pose, Uber Utkatasana, palms facing rear. Reach your right hand for the floor so your knees are really bent. You can also, if you have a block, you can place that, even though I said not to have props. Then lift up the left leg, keep it bent, and extend it back as straight as you can. And then turn your toes out, straighten the right leg, the left leg, reach the arm up. There's your half moon pose. Bend your knees, set your foot on the floor. Chair pose, stand up. Let's do it again, one on each side. Inhale, chair, Uber Utkatasana. Left hand on the floor in front of the left foot. And then lift up your right, extend it back straight. Turn the toes out, reach the right arm up. Balance, straighten the legs as much as you can. Now go ahead and start bending your knees. Set your right foot on the floor slowly. Utkatasana. Exhale, arms go back. Left hand on the floor. Pick up that left foot into the other side. Leg goes back. Turn your toes out. Reach the left arm. Straighten your legs as much as you can. Look across the floor. Bend your knees. Set your foot on the floor and come into chair pose. And you're out of that. Exhale. Nicely done. All right. So the goal is that I want you to feel coming into poses actually can feel pretty good when you smoothly make the transitions after practicing movement to get to the pose. So inhale and reach up. Let's start with our third set. Exhale, fold over your body. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, step your right leg back. Here's your crescent pose. Right here, reach up and stretch overhead. Crescent pose. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's twist the body. So when you're twisting, you guys, you want to have your feet have width between them. So this way, right? Of course, there's width that way, or there's length between the feet. But I want you to have distance this way also. That helps with balance. So in other words, you're not on a tightrope. Hands to your heart. Turn your shoulders, and then place your elbow to the outside of your knee. And to do that, if you're up here, it's a little bit harder right there. But if you bend your knee and get into that good lunge position and then pull your shoulder back, it's a little bit better to get your elbow there. Stay here. Inhale, reach up. I know you're feeling this. Now bend your knees really well, and then slide that foot in. Keep your knees bent. Straighten the left leg. Straighten the right leg. Reach the arms to your sides. There's your warrior 3. Bring the right foot forward as you bring your body up and stand. Nicely done. Let's do the other side. Inhale. Reach up and look up overhead. Exhale, fold over. Lengthen and look forward. Keep your hands on the floor. Step back with your left leg, so that helps with balance right there. Inhale, rise. Adding on that twist. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So you want to keep this knee over the ankle, and it tracks to the second and third toe from the big toe. Hinge your chest forward, then turn your elbows or your shoulders, elbow to the outside of the leg, palms to your heart, abs in, heel over the ball of the foot. Untwist, inhale and reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. That may help. So lean forward so your weight is shifted forward like that, right? Then slide your foot in. Then start to lift up the leg. And as you lift the leg, straighten that right leg. It's super hard right there. Reach the arms to your sides. Straighten the leg, abs in. Then set your foot down. Inhale and reach up and step forward. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's do that again. We'll add on. Inhale, reach. With a flat back, separate your feet. Exhale, swim the hands down the center line of the body, fold. Inhale and lengthen. Then step back with your right leg. Keep your fingers on the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up. Here's the twist. Exhale, hands to your heart. Hinge forward. Turn the shoulders, elbow to the outside of the leg. And this time, maybe you can reach down and touch the floor with your fingertips. And then the opposite hand up, arm up, straight arm. Heel over the ball of the foot back there, abs in. Inhale, reach up. Stretch overhead. Lean forward. Keep your arms forward this time. That helps with balance. Slide your foot in. Then lift up the right leg. Left leg straightens. Reach, abs in. Transverse abdominis muscles below the navel. Shoulders away from the ears. Set your foot down on the floor. Inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, let's go to side plank with a prop. So this is the add-on. Right here, right hand on the floor. So the prop is your left foot. You're going to slide that foot in right here. Turn your heel to the ground. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Now, if you can press into the edge of the foot, press into your hand, then grab your blade and pull your blade under. Reach up again, then stack your legs. There's your solid side plank. Reach the left arm over the ear. Smile. Inhale, reach up. Look forward, step your left foot forward. Inhale, reach the arms up and step forward. Exhale, bring the arms to your sides. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pour over, folding over. Lengthen and look forward. Step your left leg back. Inhale, crescent pose. Palms to your heart. Hinge forward, turn your torso, your shoulders. Then maybe tap the fingertips to the floor on the side and reach the arms up. This is tough. It's a little bit of work. That's why it's called intermediate. Hands to your heart. Inhale and reach up. Here's the warrior three. Keep your arms forward, lean forward. Now you're gonna use the right leg strength. Slide the left foot in, straighten the leg, reach, reach, reach. Lift the leg higher. Inhale. Exhale, set your foot down, nicely done. Here's your side plank. Now side plank feels easy, right? So what I do when I place my hand down for a side plank is I line my thumb up with my big toe and I spread my fingers, press the fingertips down. Then I turn my heels in, move the foot. And you can stay here, nothing wrong with that. Keep the hips level, head to heel. And then press into the edge of your left foot. And maybe you can stack your legs. Pull your toes towards your shins. Reach the arm over the ear. Lift the hips. Inhale. Lift the right leg. Step your right foot forward. Inhale, crescent pose. Step forward and stand. Nicely done. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, fold over. Lengthen. Let's do it again. Exhale, step back left leg. Right leg. Inhale, reach up. Let's join each other on the right side. So right leg is back, left leg is forward. Hands to your heart. Hinge forward, and then turn right there. Go ahead and open up. Like you're going to give someone a hug over there on that side. Heel up over the ball of the foot back there. Inhale, reach up. Reach forward, lean into it, slide your foot, lift the leg, straighten the left leg, reach, 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 abs in. Move the shoulders away from the ears, arms up. Set your foot down, right hand on the floor. Remember, line up, thumb to big toe, spread your fingers, turn your heels in. Stay right here, reach up. Legs stacked, arm up over the ear. Lift the hips, pull your toes back, lift the left leg, step your left foot forward. You'll get better at that, I promise. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, step forward and stand. Let's do the other side one more time. Inhale, reach, separate your feet. With a flat back, fold over. Lengthen and look forward. Left leg back. Crescent lunge. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Turn your body to the side. Heel over the ball of the foot. Then open up your arms. Hug someone over there. And then hands together. Inhale, reach up. Then lean forward. Strengthen that right leg. Straighten the left leg back. Reach the arms. Pull the shoulders back. Abs in. Lift the leg higher. Set your foot on the floor. Here's your side plank. Hand on the floor. Spread your fingers. Then put your foot in the center, or bring the foot to the center. Right arm over the ear. Stack your legs. Arms up, arm over the ear. Right leg up. Step forward. Inhale, crescent. Step forward. Dismount. You did it. Super good job. And now, bring your feet wide. Turn your heels in. Your toes are turned out. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, bend your knees. Malasana for a moment. Palms, thumbs to the heart. Inhale, reach up, press into your feet, lift all the way up. Use your quads, your glutes. Abs contracted. Now parallel your feet. Come to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold over. We're going to come to a plank position. Lengthen and look forward. Step back plank. So right here in plank, spread your fingers. And I want you to see how long you can keep this. I'm watching the clock. If you start feeling like it's not serving you well, or you feel your shoulders or your hips or your lower back, or maybe even your toes or your ankles, all those joints, then that's the time to stop. So right now we're about 20 seconds in. Press the hands down.
Let's at least go to a minute. Heels over the balls of your feet, keeping a static plank, full plank. 40 seconds. Breathe in and breathe out. If you have to put your knees down, do it. Go for it. Squeeze the thighs. Your knees will start to sag down. Keep the knees or the legs straight. We're in the last 10 seconds right here. Press. A little quivering is okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now do this with me. Lower down all the way to your belly. You did it. Nicely done. And now put your forearms on the floor. Forehead on the forearm. On one forearm. And relax. Let it all go. So the tops of your feet are on the floor. And even up your body on the mat. Pick your belly up and set it down. Head up, set it down evenly. And then maybe your legs, contract your thighs so they lift up and then set them down. Now lift up your forehead. Keep looking down at your arm or the mat. Then bend your left foot. We'll start with the left side. Reach your left arm around the back side, to the side. And then pull your heel towards your glute. And you want to point your elbow up right there. And you can put your forehead down right here and just keep the stretch, or you can actually do a half bow pose by lifting the thigh up off the floor, abs contracted, transverse abdominis muscles, the TVA muscles that we worked with this morning, that you have a focus to throughout the practice. Now lower down, put your forehead down, and release. Let's change sides. So forearm on the ground, and you can put your forehead down. Bend your right knee, grab your right foot, and press the opposite foot into the floor. So you're going to press that foot down, and then just keep the quad stretched. Or you can make it a little more of a back bend, half bow pose by pressing your hand and foot into the hand, and then lift up the chest just slightly away from the floor, and press the opposite foot down into the ground. Look forward. Then exhale and lower. Nicely done. Let your foot go and relax. Slide your hands in, draw your elbows in, tuck your toes, get some energy, press your body off the ground to downward facing dog. Breathe. Press the floor away, downward facing dog. Turn your fingers should be facing the front of the mat, and specifically your index finger, and press into the thumbs and the index finger. So that's your triad. So that triangle right there, that's where a lot of the support is when you're on your hands. Bring your feet closer together, lift your right leg up. Just lift it up, stretch, lower down, lift your left leg up, and stretch, and lower down. Now shift forward, plank. Lower down to the mat. I won't make you hold it again. Now place your palms on the floor, put the top of your feet on the floor. Lift up your chest away from the mat, look forward. Now look over your left side, and then center. Look over your right side, just slightly pressing into your hand. Center, and then lower down. Look down at your mat. Put your forehead down. When you press your forehead down, you'll feel the abs contract below the navel also. It's another little technique, is finding your transverse abdominis muscles by pressing your forehead down. Now lift up your chest again. Press your hands into the floor. Draw your elbows in and look over one side, and then the other side, and then center and lower. Press your body off the ground. Downward facing dog. Lift the right leg. Lower the leg. Lift the left leg. And then lower. And then shift forward, plank. Lower down to the mat. Come to your belly. Salambhasana. Reach your arms to your sides. Turn your palms up. Pull your shoulders away from the floor. Look down at your mat. Lift the legs off the ground. Reach the arms up
as high as you can. Lift the legs as high as you can. Pull your heels in towards each other. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1.
Splat. Relax. You can turn your head to the left. And breathe. Turn your head to the right. Then bring your hands in, draw your elbows in, tuck your toes. Again, push yourself off the mat to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg, left leg. Lower. One more time, shift forward. Lower down to the mat, all the way. Put your forehead down for a moment. Now, you're going to bend, keep your legs together, closer together, but bend your knees. And you can do one side at a time. But press first your pubic bone down into your mat. Then reach back and grab your right foot and your left foot. And then what you're going to do is look down first, then press into your feet. Press your feet into your hands to lift up your chest. And then you can slightly gaze forward. Pull your legs in towards each other. 5, 4, 3, nicely done. 2, and 1, and relax. Nicely done. Now, half frog pose. Top of the feet down. Put your forehead on your arm or your hand. Then bring your right knee to the right side. Turn your head towards the left. And relax. One more breath. Now lift your head, extend the leg back straight, and then bend the left knee to the side right there, and turn your head the opposite way. And then lift your head, extend the leg straight, and slide your hands in. This time come into child's pose. Separate your knees. Reach your arms forward. Bring your chest between your legs. Forehead down. Reach your arms to the sides of your legs. Give your body a break. Give your shoulders a break, your arms. You can turn your palms up right here. And pull your chin in so that your forehead is like at your hairline. So the back of the neck is straight. The head isn't pressing hard into the mat, just kissing the mat lightly. Hands on the mat in front of the knees. Lift up your chest. And then come into Malasana. So we're back here again. And put your elbows on the inside of your knees. And just practice with me. Elbows in, I'll give you stages to get to practice. And this is all just working towards maybe getting to a point where you can balance on your hands. But if you don't today, that's fine. It took me a long time to do this, let me tell you. So hands to your heart, press into your feet. Knees go the same direction as your toes, so don't let your knees shift in like that, right? So knees are out. I'm engaging my lower body, my glutes. Now you're going to just place your hands on the floor and bring your feet in closer together. So start with your heels touching like that. My toes are turned out. Then I want you to get your knees right there at your triceps. So kind of reach your arms and then pull them in and press them really strongly into the legs. So my elbows are flared right here, right? So then I'm going to have my elbows pull in and then lift up my heels, which lifts my glutes. Then when I lean in, weight comes off of my feet and into my hands, and then lift up the toes off the floor. And practice right there, 1 foot at a time or both feet. Set your heels down and let's stand up. And all the way up. Reach up overhead. Exhale, arms down to your sides. Tree pose. Lift up your right leg. Bring your knee to the side.
place your foot on the inner thigh. Hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up and stretch overhead. Now tree pose is super easy. All perspective, right? Exhale, bring the arms down to your sides. Knee to the front, set your foot down. Change sides. Lift up the opposite leg. Use your hand, bring the knee to the side. Foot goes to the calf or to the inner thigh, close to the groin, and then hands together. Breathe. Reach your arms up. And then exhale, arms out to the sides, so not for too long, reaching out to the sides. And then release, relax the arms. Set your foot down. Bring your feet wide or have your feet wide, toes turned out. So come down to that Malasana squat for 3 breaths. Hands on our palms together, thumbs to the chest right there. Press into your heels, press your toes down. And then to move your feet positioned for crow pose, set your hands down and just lean in, bring your feet closer together, heels touch, lift up, press your arms into the back of the shins or the knees. My knees are all the way up to my armpits. Then I'm going to lean forward, press into your fingertips, lift up your right foot, set it down, left foot, set it down, then maybe pick them both up at the same time. And set it down. Practice, guys. Set your heels down. Hands behind the hips. Come to a seated position. And as we begin class, cross your legs. This time you can cross your comfortable leg in front of the other leg. Reach up and stretch overhead. Inhale. Exhale, turn. Fingertips behind the hip. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist the other way. I'm pressing into the outside of my leg. Inhale, reach. Now lean over one direction. Inhale, reach. Other direction. Hand on the floor. Draw your elbow in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, close your eyes. Bring the edge of the thumbs to the brow, the mind's eye. In gratitude, bring the edge of the hands to the heart. In thanks. Thank you for joining me, for your mind and your body. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you. I appreciate you joining me for this practice. You'll have to let me know how you did, how your crow practice is coming along. We'll continue doing that at the end of the programs. And even if you're not close to balancing, even shifting your weight forward, it's okay. Just practice Malasana. Malasana is a great pose for stretching the lower back and loosening up hips and lower back. It's a good practice or a good pose to just do regularly, or at least work on getting comfortable in the pose. I remember also when Malasana or yogi squat was not so comfortable. All right, see you again next time.